No, I've been to playoffs. I think this is 15 times, 13, somewhere like that. A lot. But no, I have not.
So how about, have you ever physically been?
Yes, yeah, several times. Never again, not unless I'm in it. I won't go as a spectator. I went twice. When it was in Miami, you know, we would be able to go, so we went, and it was pretty easy. But no, I don't want to go unless I'm part of it. Well, I'd give anything to have that opportunity. So we have a chance, so we have to see if we make the most of it.
How much does that gnaw on you? But obviously, it's the pinnacle, and to have been as successful as you've been in your career.
There's so many contributing factors for a team to win that sometimes to gnaw is and it's a good question, but frankly, no. Because there's some things you can't control. I would love to have the opportunity. I wouldn't say it's a goal that's there that I would just give anything to be a part of and to have. But knowing myself as well as I do, I'm sure if I were there and won, I'd be looking forward to see what's next. I just can't help it, just the way it is. But it is something that I don't necessarily feel remiss that I have not had that happen. It's just something you keep fighting for. But there are so many contributing factors to make this happen that, and I am honest enough to try to put myself in those positions and say, okay, you know, you only control a certain amount, and you can't let that drive you crazy. But it's incredible. The playoffs are really fun to be in. It's the whole challenge of it, the fact that it narrows down. Now we're down to, you know, Final Four. You know, Indianapolis is a Final Four. It's kind of a little bit ironic. So the Final Four, it's a great thrill. But I just hope to have it to continue.
Mike, in the past, since you've gone before as a spectator, when did you decide that you wouldn't go again unless you were?
Last time I went, I was still coaching at Miami, and Atlanta played Denver, and I knew I would never ever go again unless it was just very frustrating to me because of the fact that you know, you start looking at it as a coach and not just as a spectator. And I thought I'll never go again unless I'm going to be there as a coach.
You watch it?
Oh, of course, sure. I'm a fan just like the rest of us. We're all, you know, I enjoy it, and I love being a part of it. But no, the best part's being right in the middle of it, and to be able to come into that stadium at 3 o'clock or 2:50 or whatever time it'll be on Sunday, and to see the atmosphere and to feel it, and that whole thing, and the practices and the meetings, and what we're going through right now, doesn't get any better than that.
Was it a situation where you wanted to leave? Like, where were you sitting during this game? And
I was with my son. No, that's not I wanted to leave. It's not that. No, it wasn't that at all. Because I enjoyed for what it was, the game, and just being a fan like anyone else. But at the same time, I just didn't want to be there unless I was on the field. I just knew I wouldn't do it unless I was on the field. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's some feeling we all get, something personal. I don't know. Because I've been there. I've had, you know, a relative amount of success as a coach, but that's something I have not had happen. And, you know, and I was with Marino all those years and with Shula all those years, and those guys are pretty good. And then, you know, and we came, a kick away from the AFC Championship game a few years ago. We were at Pittsburgh. We thought we should have been there and been in the playoffs, and then, but yet to now to continue to go. I mean, I know for sure on Saturday night when I stand up in front of that group that I have and my guys, and Rex is always in there, et cetera, I'm quite certain that when I start my meetings that there'll be no way that I'll think this is the last time we're going to meet. No way, in my mind, it won't be. Now, whether or not it is, we have to prove that, but that's where I'm going to be. I mean, we've played New Orleans, so I have a pretty good feel for them and have worked on them. And this past few days, I worked on Minnesota. I mean, you have to do it. You know, somebody has to do it. I mean, no one else draws it up. I do. So that's what I've done, and try to prepare. Now, obviously, we know what we have to get through to get to that, and that's a major step. I have tremendous respect for Indianapolis, but I'm looking forward to trying to do it.
Have you with these guys, or will you Saturday night use yourself as an example of just because you're in this game doesn't mean you're ever
sure
mean you're guaranteed any spot in the Super Bowl?
Sure, and I'll use it with Dan. I mean, he went his rookie year, first year, and then can go back. He's pretty good. Well, that doesn't, that doesn't mean his career wasn't his great career. I think that's erroneous to feel that way. But yet, there's something that's missing, something you don't have. I mean, those things you just are. I mean, I guess I tease my son all the time. I'm envious of him a little bit. When I was in Florida, he went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School, which is an incredible high school. He started there 3 years, and he won the state championship. Then he went to the University of Pennsylvania, and he won 2 Ivy League championships. And I said, hell, if I had that many rings, I'd go home. If I had that many, he's got them, I don't. So you give anything to have it. And you don't get there very often. And it's hard to get there because, we stumbled along the way. We did. We stumbled. But yet, to me, it's not like I'm not one of the ones that doesn't feel we don't deserve to be there. I wish we hadn't had some stumbling blocks. We wouldn't have made it as tough as we did. But I felt way back, this was a pretty good football team that if we did things a particular way, all of us, myself included, we'd have a chance. If we didn't, we wouldn't be there.
Mike, what are you doing if you're doing anything to cause the opponents to miss all these field goals?
Just say it again, please.
If the opponents are missing a lot of field goals, are you doing anything?
Yeah. I heard Francesca talking about that. He was talking about our field goal defense. He was not exactly right, but he was sort of right, but he was pretty close. He was just a little bit. And here's what we do, and really it's not our defense that does it. It's part of our special teams. Actually, the guy that helps me, Ben Kotwika, runs those meetings. That's our stuff. It's I draw it. He runs it. But what we've done, our guys really rush hard, and it's an extension of our defense. I mean, we rush hard every single time. I thought the first kick last week that Brian Thomas was going to block it. I thought he was going to block it. He swam around the guy. He came right in, and the ball just barely missed his hand. Well, I know one thing. If you watch our tape week after week, like all teams do, you're just going to get hit every time. Mike DeVito knocks somebody back every time. And we pressure them. Now, we don't always get there, of course not. But we pressure them. And I believe that subconsciously you watch it and you look at it and you go, whoa, wait a minute. I don't have all day. And I think, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, I think it affects sometimes a rhythm where they're a little bit quicker than what they normally want to be. Because if you're not, you'll get it blocked. And maybe, whether that's it, I can't honestly say. But I know one thing, we come like heck. We really do. Our guys really come hard. They come real hard. Extremely appreciative of where I am. Extremely. Every day. Doesn't make me any more genteel. You can ask them, they'll tell you that. Or any more patient. But I'm very appreciative. Very appreciative. And so whether or not there's a perspective, I think the perspective for me comes in an everyday approach and not in a particular realm. I don't look at things and say, well, this is work and this is life. I don't see things like that. I mean, to me, there's we do something wrong at 2:45, I'm sitting in my room trying to figure it out, but it has nothing to do with that. But I'm appreciative, really appreciative, really appreciative. And I have a tremendous feeling for people that go through all these things. I have tremendous respect for it. I mean, I get it, you go to, all you have to do is get one of those wristbands on, be in the waiting room with Sloan Kettering for an x-ray. You get a total perspective of things. But yet, does that affect me for what I do? Absolutely not. Doesn't. Not the guys will think, they wish I'd give them a break. I don't. But I'm appreciative, extremely. So to be in a situation like this, all the years that I've had in my age, to be coming into the Final Four and to come out into that stadium, I love it. When I finished my contract that I have here with the Jets, I signed for another year. Counting playoff games and preseason games, which I count them all, because if they keep score, I count it. I'll be close to 600 times that I've been able to come through the tunnel and come out on the field. It's the greatest. And now to do it here when there's only 4 teams left, it's a ball. So I'm just trying to find a way for each play to somehow try to make a difference or to eliminate a difference. Last week we wanted to try to eliminate the number of touches that Sproles had. And with the exception of every one except at the end on that one squib, we did not want to do it like that to give that guy a charity hop that he could run up the field. We weren't trying to do that. That was a mistake.